Good morning, girls. I'm so excited to have you here. My name is Casey. I'm your coach today. We have a raring workout, so we're going to get going. So I'm going to have the girls run around on the inside of the room. I'm going to say a little bit more about the session or anything that I want to tell them for the day. Make them feel at home, make them feel welcome. Tell them if they have any injuries or modifications that I'm here. They can feel free to interrupt me and I would love to help them. Everybody has injuries at one point or another. It's just part of life, so being an athlete. So please just let me know. We'd love to work with you. And remember, that's what we have the 3 levels for: balance, strength, and kaya. And balance is a really useful tool, so be sure to use that. Okay, so as the girls are running around, I'm going to say A, B, C. So your apples, bananas, cherries. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. And put them into the 3 groups. Okay, so now I'm going to explain this to you on the whiteboard because it's too hard for me to show you. But can you see that? Penny, is that okay? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put them into 3 groups: apples, bananas, and cherries. So I'm going to put a bunch of stacks of weights by my 3 groups. So the weight is not that important. Don't worry, stress that the weight is even. Don't stress that the weight is even. Just as long as the numbers are about even. You know, you have 10, 10, 10, and then you have about, 5 handbags and 2 weight plates, or whatever kind of weight you have is fine. And if you don't have enough weight, it's fine just to use anything. Use basketballs, use soccer balls. You can use even jump ropes or things like that if you need to. So just put a whole big stack of equipment here, here, and here, but same number of equipment. So the girls are going to be in line. Yeah. Okay, good. So the girls are going to be in line behind their apples, bananas, cherries. So what the first girl in line is going to do, and what I would demo this one time, is she's going to pick up a weight, and she decides whether she's going to run it to get 1 point, she's going to run it to get 2 points, or she's going to run it to get 3 points. And then she's going to run back. So she's going to run, drop off her equipment, and then run back, high five her next girl in line, and the next girl's going to run, pick up her equipment, drop her next equipment, and drop it back. So she gets to pick if she wants 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points. So this is kind of a strategy. If you think that your girls can run all the way to 3 in the same amount of time that you can do 3 times with the first line, then you're going to either pick 3 or pick 1. So remember to make this 3-point line nice and far so that they really have to book it if they're going to make it for 3 points. So each girl decides on her own. So what I'm going to do is if I ran for 3, I'm going to run back and say 3. And then if I decide for 3, I'm going to run back and say 6. And so your own team is keeping track of your score, and have your girls in line help you keep track of your score. So go, 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 go. As soon as all the equipment is gone, the girl in line, the first girl in line again, runs back and picks up something. So they all go pick up, and then they go done. And whoever team is done first gets 3 points. Whoever team has the highest score of all these together gets a bonus 5 points. So play it a couple times, see how it goes. It might be funky with less girls or more girls. It doesn't really matter if the teams are equal, but just play it for fun and just have the girls get sweaty and have a blast. So the one key thing is to make this number 3 far. If you make this number 3 too close, everybody's just going to pick 3. So that's it. Awesome. So that's the warm-up. Okay, so move on right away. I wouldn't spend too long on that, and don't spend too long explaining it because the girls will, because we have a long workout today and it's going to be a super fun one. Okay, so what we're going to do for our workout today is we have 5 stations, and in our 5 stations you have 2 exercises to do. So what I would do is my apple, bananas, and cherries, I'd split up apples, you go to stations 1 and 2, bananas, you go to stage 3 and 4, and cherries you go to 5, and some split between the groups. Wherever you want to start is fine, but don't spend too long, make it quick. Okay, so before I split the girls off into groups, everybody's going to come with me first. So everybody follow me to station 1. So at station 1, everybody is going to do 3 wall balls and 3 push-ups. So the girls are going to rotate through and do 3 wall balls each. Give the ball, give the ball, give the ball. Come up and do 3 wall balls. And then everybody does 3 wall balls and then 3 push-ups. And while everybody's waiting in line, I listed those waiting exercises. So as a coach, you can direct the girls to be doing something while they're waiting for the ball, for the turn to try their wall balls. And then coach, really stay on form. So that when I include a weighting exercise, it's really the opportunity for you to ignore the rest of the girls and focus on the one girl that's doing wall balls. And make sure she's got her buns back, make sure she's tight in her core, make sure she's catching the ball in that nice beautiful squat, knees apart, buns back. So make sure she's got the appropriate weight for her. Maybe tell her to go down in a weight, go up in a weight. Whatever it is, you're focused on this girl only, and they can rotate through. Everybody rotate, rotate, rotate. Okay, moving on to station 2. Station 2 is deadlifts and floor to overhead press. So I'm going to spend a second on this. So deadlifts, remember to give everybody else that weighting exercise so everybody else is working while you're really, really working with the deadlift girl. So you've got an opportunity. She's going to do 3 deadlifts to fix her deadlift. And if she's not doing it correctly, tell her, please let me talk to you during your deadlifts. Come tap me on the shoulder so I can give you extra love and attention. So remember, we're making sure that we're not rounding in the back. So it's really common that I see a rounding in the upper back and the negative in the lower back. So remember, you want negative in the lower back and the upper back. So you really have to keep those boobies out and open so that they don't hurt their back. And then you really have to keep their lower back out and open. So a little bit of an arch, high in the buns, arms outside of their knees. Engage your core before you lift and down and lift and down. So also the head position. So this can give them a really sore neck, or they can get a kink in their neck. So keep their heads and spine neutral, look down at the floor and forward. So those are deadlifts. Watch the girls do their deadlifts. Floor to overhead press. These are the best with dumbbells. If you have dumbbells, that's awesome. If you don't have dumbbells, don't stress about it. 2 handbags are perfect. So you're gonna grab 2 handbags. Sorry, I only have 1. So 2 handbags, and you're gonna go pump them both overhead and back down. Pump them both overhead and back down. Both overhead and back down. So watch the girls doing that. Make sure that they're getting that nice squat form. Explosive, jump those weights up. Okay, so deadlifts, floor to overhead press. Everybody's doing 3-3, 3-3, rotate through. Watch your deadlifts. Okay, moving on to station 3. Burpees and jump ropes. So these shouldn't be too hard to explain. Just make sure the girls aren't bouncing on their burpees. We see that a lot, is a bouncing on their knees. So we see this a lot. So watch that they're not bouncing on their knees. They come down before they get to a knee bounce, and they come up into more of a squat position. So watch them protect their knees. And then jump rope, encourage the girls that are better at jump rope to do doubles because they're low numbers. And then kettlebell swings and thigh busters. So same, high buns with your kettlebell swings. Keep the boobies open, keep your belly open, stay strong and tight in your core. Hinge at the hips, explode. You can go eye level, you can go above. Kettlebell swings and thigh busters, 1 equals 1, so count every leg. So explosive thigh busters, or they can step for balance. It's totally fine. 3 and 3, rotate to the next station, and then box jumps and sit-ups. So remember, box jumps, getting your feet all the way up on top with a soft landing, and then stepping down every time. So we're trying to avoid that load at the bottom of the box to protect your Achilles. So box jumps and sit-ups. Okay, so once everybody has gone through 3, 3, 3, everybody should be out of breath and working really hard for that second warm-up. So they should just be going, no rest, no sitting and listening. Everybody's working. So once everybody's done with that, then split them up into stations, and then have everybody just do a nice little easy while you explain, because this is the only part you really want them to listen to, and make sure that they don't get confused. So at every station, you're going to be at each station for 5 minutes. So you're going to do 12, 9, 6, 3, and 1 reps, and then you're going to rest for the remainder of the 5 minutes until it's time to switch. So you're going to do 12 wall balls, 12 push-ups, 9 wall balls, 9 push-ups, 6 wall balls, 6 push-ups, 3 wall balls, 3 push-ups, 1 wall ball, 1 push-up, rest. Until I blow the whistle, time's up, ready to switch. So remember to do 12, 12, 9, 9, 3, 6, 6 at every station. So you're doing 12, 12, 9, 9, 6, 6, 3, 3. So your goal is to get done as quick as you can and power it out, bust it out, because your only rest is the rest for the remainder of that 5 minutes. I'm gonna say switch, 3, 2, 1, go. 0 rest to transfer to stations. So the clock is gonna start right away. You're gonna have to run to that next station. So remember, there's 0 rest between the stations. The rest is that you're getting for the remainder of the time that you finished your exercises. So it's awesome if you have 1 to 2 minutes rest at the end of the 5 minutes. That's what we expect, is a 3-minute blast as hard as you could possibly go with a 2-minute rest. But if it takes you the whole time, that's okay. Rest as needed if you need that. Don't forget to take a water if you need that as well. So we're going through all 5 stations, and that's it. So it's a long workout, so get them going on that round 1 as soon as possible. And then if you have time, I would say, okay, apples and bananas, cherries. Apples and bananas, you guys are doing jump rope. Cherries, you're doing cone runs. And we're going to Tabata on your mark, go. And just say 20 seconds on cone to cone, about 30 feet apart. And the A's and B's are doing jump roping, Tabata. And then have them switch. Just have fun. You can have one group do a jog outside if you need it. And hopefully if you have enough time to do a big Tabata at the end. And that is your workout for the day. I hope everybody was safe. I hope everybody had an awesome workout, got super sweaty, and had a blast. We'll see you soon. Mwah.